Hey guys, in this video I want to talk about two games that came out pretty much the same day on Steam. One is Roguelike and the other one is Roguelite. Both are sort of the same genre but also different and may appeal to different players. Skybreakers and Death Must Die. I spent 13 hours in Skybreakers and around 24 hours in Death Must Die, so I will talk about each game and give you a quick review. But before, just a very quick note, if you are a subscriber and wondering why you're not notified about this video, it's because I'm experimenting a bit. I opted to not notify subscribers. My last video still has less than 500 views and only one comment, which is probably my worst performing video ever. Yet I think that video was pretty good. I have many dead subscribers and I suspect it may hurt videos if subscribers are not clicking on them because it isn't my usual kind of content. So I will see how this goes. Okay, back to main topic. What is difference between roguelike and roguelite? In short, roguelite has permanent upgrades while roguelike may only have certain unlockable things. This also means that roguelike games require less time to get it going, while roguelite has slower progression, and you are not meant to beat the game on first attempt. You are meant to slowly upgrade permanent powers to make yourself stronger to be able to complete a run. First, maybe I should mention what roguelike and roguelite games have in common. Main goal is to complete a run, which often takes around 20 to 30 minutes. You defeat enemies to gain experience and currency. On level up you will get a choice of boons or blessings, which essentially allow you to create builds and make each run feel different. In some cases you may need that currency to re-roll those random boons for once you want. In other cases currency will be needed for some other upgrades. This randomness reminds me of the carrot and a stick analogy. You want it, but you can't always get it, so it creates drive to keep trying to get a perfect run. But even if you achieve that, there are different builds that you can try. Without this randomness, games can become boring very quickly. Other than boons and upgrades, these games often have multiple different classes that offer different playstyles to increase replayability. For me, these games are not about beating the game, but more about experiencing different playstyles and builds. Okay, now about the differences. Skybreakers is a roguelike game. The thing you unlock are different characters and the story pages. You are also able to select two perks that slightly change your builds and how you play. You do need to unlock these, but other than that you don't have anything else to make you stronger at level 1. Death Must Die is a roguelite game. It has much slower early progression. It does not have a usual passive upgrades, but instead you have equipments for each character. Each equipment have different affixes with different rarity, while each class have same starting stats, but you can also choose one perk that changes how your characters scale. Your equipments can make your characters do more damage, have more life, gain more experience, etc. So over time, with better equipments your character becomes stronger and stronger at level 1. So those are the main differences. Here is a quick tip how to know if it is roguelike or roguelite games that would suit you better. If you have life, then roguelikes would probably work better for you because you can jump into action quicker and you don't need to spend many hours progressing your character. If you don't have life, like me, you will probably prefer roguelite games because they allow you to plan out builds and create strategies and makes it feel like you are progressing, growing stronger over time, unlike in real life. And as a content creator, I also prefer games that I can play over many hours, days, decades. Now I want to delve a bit more into each game and give you a bit more information about them. I like both of these games, and as you may have noticed, I spent almost twice more time in Death Must Die compared to Skybreakers, because it has more complexity and it has slower progression. Yet I beat Skybreakers many more times on the highest difficulty with different builds, while in Death Must Die I only beat the game couple times and only now starting to get into higher difficulty. I'll start with Death Must Die, which by the way launched early access, not yet a full game, but it is pretty impressive how much this game already has. Each character in Death Must Die has different personality, dialogues. Your goal is to kill God of the Dead, that is Hades. You just want to kill death, and other gods will help you by giving boon choices. Well, actually it's called blessings. Make a build, progress, get item drops, get stronger, die, repeat until you finish third boss, which at the moment is final boss. Once you do that, you unlock custom difficulty, almost like map affixes in Path of Exile. You unlock more affixes as you complete higher difficulty runs. Now, what makes this game so interesting are equipments and how you gain boons, how you reroll them. Equipments have different rarity from simple to legendary. I believe legendary is the last one. Some items may even offer you special skills, like you get a dragon companion that fights alongside you. Items also have blessing reroll options. So if you get the wrong god, you need alterating affixes on your items to be able to reroll it. You can only have 3 gods. Once you pick blessings from 3 different gods, it locks all the other gods except Fate. And you won't see them, so it is important which gods you choose first. Now blessings also have different tiers. Novice blessings will be much weaker than expert blessings. And master or legendary blessings can have special modifiers like giving you a revive, or turn back time 60 seconds, or upgrade all blessings by 1 tier. But in order to get master or legendary blessings, you need to stack chances of getting specific tier. You can get those on your equipments. And you do get much higher rolls on much higher rarity equipments. And you get much higher rarity equipments from higher difficulty, and especially the third boss. So as you can see, you need to repeat your runs many times to get more progression. A quick note, every class has different weapon and basic attack. That basic attack is the only actual attack, all the other things are spells. Even sorcerer that casts fireballs, those too are attacks. White numbers mean attack, yellow means spells. Most things have tags like summon, spells, autocast, etc. But like I said, game just launched early access, so not everything is perfect, but it is a lot of fun experimenting with builds. But also often frustrating when you cannot get the right god to offer the right blessing. Now a bit more about Skybreakers, which by the way has a free demo if you want to try, but demo only has super easy baby mode difficulty, but it is enough to experience the game. Skybreakers had a full launch, no early access. It does have that arcadey feel, flashy animations and fast-paced action. Not much of a story in this game. Essentially choose a character, go through 20 waves of monsters. Since it is a roguelite game, there are only unlockable things, 4 classes, 5 difficulty modes and multiple perks to unlock. When you beat a game on a higher difficulty, you unlock either next class, new perks or some story pages. Each class has different weapons that modify either your basic attack, dash or ultimate. Each class also has 2 skills that are triggerable, but you need boons to get a chance to trigger them in some way. And in addition to that, each class have their own unique mechanic. For example, this E guy with dual swords can enter frenzy mode when you dash into enemies that show white bubble. This girl with oversized hammer has golem. This martial arts guy has defensive shield when you evade enemy attacks, and the 4th character is too complex to explain. When you level up, you get boons. Each of them belong to specific category. For example, leave boons will give you health recovery, etc. Once you stack 5, 9 and 12 of the same category boons, you get an extra perk. At the start you are limited to how many categories you can have, but in difficulty 5 you can mix all of them. Experience also gives you power-ups to your triggered skills or your special mechanics. Like for example, golems aura give you damage mitigation. And boons give you more of a generic upgrades like critical chance, maximum health, but we also can have special upgrades which appear at higher waves. Before match start, you can also choose 2 perks, not sure what to call it, which can change the way you play. For example, you get critical chance, double critical damage, but you cannot do non-critical damage. Other one that prevents you from healing, but you do get a permanent maximum health. All these things combined give you enough replayability, and because it is a roguelike game, it won't take much time to unlock all classes and most of perks. Now to summarize and give you my review, Death Must Die has a lot of complexity, slow progression early on especially, story, character personalities, and world that always feels different. Despite just entering early access, I think this game has a lot of potential, and I have not had anyone say any bad things about it. Of course, there are bugs here and there, but it has enough complexity to keep someone like me interested for many hours. Skybreakers is a simpler game for people who want to jump into action right away. Asian themed games always remind me of my younger years playing old games like Nine Dragons or 12 Sky, so I have a soft spot for that. Skybreakers have couple small bugs, and at launch difficulty 4 was straight up not fun, but couple days later we did some balance changes, and now difficulty 5 is easier than difficulty 4 was at launch. And it is a lot more fun now. It has enough replayability, but I know I will clock way fewer hours into this game because there isn't much to unlock. Either way, I would recommend both games because each of them are under $10 and provide enough fun. Now, if you are interested in roguelite games, you will find a playlist in the description of our roguelite videos that I did. You may find something else interesting. For now, thank you for watching and bye bye.